Hi friends, in this video I will explain you question number 5 of exercise 8.4. So question number 5. Prove the following identities where the angle are involved are acute angles. Okay, so here angles are involved are acute angles, then prove this following identity. Now total 10 internal questions are there, and out of that first question is cosec theta minus cot theta all square is equals to 1 minus cos theta upon 1 plus cos theta. Okay, so total 3 way we have. That means we can solve our LHS, and finally we can get it in the form of RHS. Okay, left hand side is equals to right hand side. We can prove this. Otherwise, second way, we can go for the right hand side. We solve the right hand side, and finally we need to get the form of left hand side. Okay, from LHS to RHS, and in second way we can go for RHS to LHS. Third way, solve the LHS and RHS and get same answer in both this simplification. Means just do the simplification of LHS and do the simplification of RHS, and we need to get equal answer in LHS and RHS, and then we can say that our LHS is equals to RHS. We can go for any way. Whatever method we can think it's easy for us, that method we can use. Okay. In first question, first of all, we going for LHS to RHS. So our left hand side is equals to cosec theta minus cot theta all square. So use the identity, that is a minus b all square. A minus b all square. So answer is a square minus 2ab plus b square. Now a is equals to cosec theta and b is equals to cot theta. So a square, first term square, it's a cosec square theta. Then minus sign 2 into first into second. It's a minus 2 cosec theta into cot theta. And at last plus last term square. So plus cot square theta. Right? So a square minus 2ab plus b square cosec square theta minus 2 cosec theta into cot theta plus cot square theta. Now our right hand side is equals to 1 minus cos theta and 1 plus cos theta. So we need to change our question in the form of sine and cos theta, because at last we want cos theta. Right? So change the question in terms of sine theta and cos theta. So here cosec theta. Cosec theta is equals to 1 upon sine theta, because cosec is inverse of sine. So in place of cosec square theta we can write 1 upon sine square theta. Square is there, so we need to apply square in both the side. So cosec theta is equals to 1 upon sine theta. So here cosec square theta is equals to 1 upon sine square theta. Then cot square theta. What is the formula of cot theta? It is the cos theta upon sine theta. Okay, here square is there, cot square theta. So apply square to the both the side. So cot square theta is equals to cos square theta upon sine square theta. Right? Then minus 2 as it is. Here cosec theta again converted into 1 upon sine theta, and cot theta is equals to cos theta upon sine theta. Now our denominators are same. Here sine square theta, sine theta into sine theta, sine square theta. So no need to take LCM. So just write down 1 plus cot square theta minus 2 cos theta. So here 1 plus cos square theta minus 2 cos theta, in denominator sine square theta, because denominators are same in these three terms. Here sine square theta, sine square theta, sine square theta. So we can directly add or subtract our numerator. So 1 plus cos square theta minus 2 into 1 into cos theta. It's a minus 2 cos theta. And in denominator sine square theta. Right? Now again, this is the form of a minus b all square. Right? Because in place of 1, we can write like this, 1 all square. Then plus cos theta all square. Then minus 2, first bracket into second bracket. right? So we can convert in this form, means 1 is equals to, we can write 1 all square cos square theta, we can write cos theta all square, and minus 2 cos theta we can write like this, minus 2 into 1 into cos theta, because answer of 2 into 1 into cos theta, it's 2 cos theta. So again this is the form of a square plus b square minus 2ab, right? So from here a square plus b square minus 2ab we can write like this, a minus b all square. We use this identity in reverse way. Same thing here, so we can write like this, our first term it's a 1, then minus 2ab is there, right? So minus sign we need to put here. Then our third term, it's a second term, it's a cos theta all square, right? So in place of 1 plus cos square theta minus 2 cos theta, we can write like this, 1 minus cos theta all square. You can also check by expanding this identity. This means 1 square 1, second term cos square, it's a cos square theta, 2 into first into second, it's a minus 2 cos theta. Okay, so here we can write 1 minus cos theta all square, and our denominator is as it is sin square theta. Then this is a 1 minus cos theta all square, so we can write 2 times, means 1 minus cos theta into 1 minus cos theta, right? And in denominator it's a sin square theta. Now we know one formula. First of all we know one identity, it's a sin square theta plus cos square theta is equals to 1, and from this we just derived it, sin square theta is equals to 1 minus cos square theta. Transfer cos square theta to the right hand side, here plus cos square theta, so in right hand side 1 minus cos square theta, right? So in place of sin square theta we can write 1 minus cos square theta, so that thing we applied here. So in place of sin square theta it's a 1 minus cos square theta. Now our numerator as it is, means 1 minus cos theta 2 times, and in denominator it is a form of x square minus y square. I already explained this thing in our theory part 2. Okay, 1 minus cos square theta, it's a form of x square minus y square, means we can write like this, 1 all square and cos theta all square. So it's a x square minus y square. So final answer is x plus y, x minus y. So 1 minus cos theta, 1 plus cos theta, right? So in place of 1 minus cos square theta we can write 1 minus cos theta and 1 plus cos theta. Okay, so that thing we applied here. So in place of 1 minus cos square theta, 1 plus cos theta and 1 minus cos theta. Now in numerator and denominator 1 minus cos theta is same, so cancel out. So 1 minus cos theta is cut. So finally we got 1 minus cos theta upon 1 plus cos theta, and this is our right hand side. Okay, so hence proved. Second thing, we can also go for right hand side to left hand side. So what is our right hand side? It's a 1 minus cos theta upon 1 plus cos theta. Now just think out that we can rationalize it, right? So 1 minus cos theta, 1 plus cos theta, in denominator 2 terms are there, 1 and cos theta. So we need to multiply and divide with the different sign, means 1 minus cos theta and 1 plus cos theta, just multiply and divide with 1 minus cos theta. Rationalize the denominator, means the same term we need to take, here 1 and cos theta is there, so again we need to 1 and cos theta, but here plus sign is there, so apply minus sign. So multiply and divide by 1 minus cos theta reversely. Okay, so first of all right hand side is equals to 1 minus cos theta, 1 plus cos theta. Then now multiply this 1 minus cos theta upon 1 plus cos theta with 1 minus cos theta. Okay, as per denominator we need to take different sign. Then in numerator 1 minus cos theta, 1 minus cos theta, so we can write like this, 1 minus cos theta all square, and in denominator 1 plus cos theta, 1 minus cos theta, x plus y, x minus y. So we can write like this, x square minus y square. So first term 1 square 1, negative sign. Second term cos square theta. Right? This is the second method we are going for, right hand side to left hand side. We can also do this. So after that, again numerator as it is, 1 minus cos theta whole square and 1 minus cos square theta. We already learned this. It's a sin square theta. So 1 minus cos square theta. We write here sin square theta. Now we can also write like this, 1 minus cos theta upon sin theta all square, because in numerator it's a whole square and denominator it is also form of the square. Okay, so combine, we can write like this, 1 minus cos theta upon sin theta all square. Then give the separate denominator to both this term. That means 1 upon sin theta and minus cos theta upon sin theta, separate denominator, and all square as it is. So after that we can write like this, 1 upon sin theta, it's a cosec theta, minus cos theta upon sin theta, it's a formula of cot theta. So this is the left hand side. So we get here right hand side is equals to left hand side, hence proved. I think this is the easy way from right hand side to left hand side. Right? So we can use any of this method. Right? Second question, left hand side, cos A upon 1 plus sin A plus 1 plus sin A upon cos A is equals to 2 sec A. So here we are going with left hand side to right hand side. So left hand side, it's a cos A upon 1 plus sin A plus 1 plus sin A upon cos A. Now take LCM. So in both this term denominator are different, then we can go for the cross multiplication. So cos A multiply with cos A, it's a cos square A plus this 1 plus sin A multiply with 1 plus sin A. So 1 plus sin A all square. Right? And in denominator, multiplication of both this denominator, it's a 1 plus sin A into cos A. Right? Now numerator, first of all cos square A as it is. Now use the identity A plus B all square. So first term 1 square 1 plus 2 into first into second. So 2 into sin A into 1. So 2 sin A and plus second term square, it's a sin A square, it's a sin square A. Denominator as it is, that means 1 plus sin A into cos A. Okay, then in numerator, cos square A plus sin square A. Here one cos square A and one sin square A. Now cos square theta plus sin square theta is equals to 1. So same identity we can apply here because angle are same. Cos square A plus sin square A, that means sin square A plus cos square A. So in place of sin square A plus cos square A, here I am writing 1. Then this one as it is plus 2 sin A as it is. Denominator as it is because we cannot do anything in denominator. We can multiply cos A with this bracket, but here no need to do it. Then in numerator, 1 plus 1 is equals to 2. 1 plus 1, 2, and we can take 2 as common because answer of this 1 plus 1, it's a 2. So in both this term, means 2 plus 2 sin A, 2 is there, so we can take 2 as common. So 2 common. Now in first term, 2 is common, then nothing is remaining. So we can write 1 because if this 2 is common, then nothing is remaining. So we can write 1. Then plus in second term, 2 is common, so we can cancel 2 from the second term. Now what is remaining? It's a sin A. Now denominator again as it is, 1 plus sin A into cos A. Now this bracket are same, 1 plus sin A, 1 plus sin A. So cancel. So finally what is it? Remaining part, it's a 2 upon cos A. Okay. Now here 2 is there in numerator. So we can write like this 2 ones are, because 2 multiply 1 it's also 2, and 1 plus cos A. What we can write in place of 1 upon cos A? We can write sec A, right? So in numerator 2 is there, so 2 as it is, and 1 upon cos A we can write sec A, because formula of sec A is equals to 1 upon cos A, because cos is inverse of sec and sec is inverse of cos. So we can write sec A is equal, so we can write 1 plus cos A is equals to sec A, and this is our right hand side, right? So hence proved. Again, first of all, left hand side, then cross multiplication process is there. So cos square A, here not cos square theta but cos square A, then 1 plus sin A all square, and identity A square plus B square plus 2AB. Now denominator multiplication of both this term, then cos square theta plus sin square theta 1, right? So 1 and this one as it is, plus 2 sin A, denominator as it is, then 1 plus 1, it's a 2, plus 2 sin A as it is, denominator as it is. Now from numerator 2 is common, so 2 is common, then 2 is here, then 2 is cut from here, nothing is remaining, then we need to write 1. Here again 2 cancel, so sin A is remaining, so plus sin A, denominator again as it is. Now 1 term same, 1 plus sin A, 1 plus sin A, so finally we get 2 upon cos A. So we can write like this, 2 multiply 1 and 1 upon cos A, it's a sec A. So 2 sec A, this is our right hand side. Okay. Question number 3. Tan theta upon 1 minus cot theta plus cot theta upon 1 minus tan theta is equals to 1 plus sec theta into cosec theta. Again we are going with left hand side to right hand side. Okay. So left hand side, it's a tan theta upon 1 minus cot theta plus cot theta upon 1 minus tan theta. Now we convert our left hand side into sin theta and cos theta. So in numerator, tan theta is there, so formula of tan theta is equals to sin theta upon cos theta. Formula of cot theta is cos theta upon sin theta. In denominator 1 as it is, then in place of cos theta, in place of cot theta, cos theta upon sin theta. Again 1 as it is, in place of tan theta we can write sin theta upon cos theta. So we convert our left hand side into sin theta and cos theta. Now numerator as it is in first term means sin theta upon cos theta. In denominator take LCM. So this sin theta multiply with 1, it's a sin theta minus cos theta. So here in numerator you can see that sin theta minus cos theta, and upon sin theta. Same thing in second term, numerator as it is, cos theta upon sin theta, then take LCM in denominator. So cos theta into 1 cos theta minus sin theta, so cos theta minus sin theta, and in denominator cos theta is there, so here cos theta, LCM, right? Now transfer numerator's denominator in denominator and denominator's denominator in numerator. That means sin theta is going with sin theta and cos theta it is in denominator. Here sin theta, then this denominator's denominator, again sin theta. Now in denominator, numerator's denominator cos theta, and denominator it's a sin theta minus cos theta, which is already present. Same thing in second term, numerator cos theta, then denominator of numerator it goes to denominator, so sin theta goes in denominator, then denominator's denominator cos theta it goes to numerator, and this cos theta minus sin theta it is in denominator. Otherwise we can also think like this, means numerator sin theta upon cos theta, right here. And if we do not want to divide, then what we do, that means we can take inverse and put multiplication sign. These things we do, I think, in 7th standard, right? Fractions and decimal. If we do not want to divide, so what we can do, so in place of division, we can write multiplication and then take inverse of denominator. That means change the numerator and denominator in denominator of denominator. So here sin theta minus cos theta upon sin theta. So change denominator into numerator. So sin theta upon sin theta minus cos theta. We can also think like this. Okay, numerator as it is. If we do not want to divide, then take inverse of denominator and put multiplication sign here. Okay, same thing in second term. Now after getting this step, now here sin theta minus cos theta, here cos theta minus sin theta. So if we want to equalize this two, sin theta minus cos theta and cos theta minus sin theta, so what we need to do? Here we need to do our two terms, that means sin theta minus cos theta, means we need to convert our cos theta minus sin theta into sin theta minus cos theta. And how can we do this? Here only sign difference is there. Here plus sin theta, here minus sin theta, here minus cos theta, here plus cos theta. So only sign difference is there. So if we want to equal these two terms, then we need to take minus sign as a common from this second term, otherwise our first term. But right now we are going with our second term. Okay, so we can take minus sign common, then we can convert this two term, that means sin theta minus cos theta. Because if we take a minus sign as common, then we need to change our sign. So our plus cos theta becomes minus cos theta and minus sin theta becomes plus sin theta. This minus sign is multiplied with this plus sign. So plus minus minus. So here directly we write minus in place of plus, because the minus sign is common from this bracket, then plus minus minus. Okay, so directly we are writing here in place of plus sign, we are writing here minus sign, and we change cos theta minus sin theta into sin theta minus cos theta. Okay, then here sin theta into sin theta, it's a sin square theta, cos theta as it is, this bracket is also as it is, sin theta minus cos theta. Here we convert cos theta minus sin theta into sin theta minus cos theta, that's why we put minus sign here. In numerator cos theta into cos theta, it's cos square theta. This sin theta is as it is. Okay, then we can take LCM. Now in LCM, these two brackets are same, sin theta minus cos theta, sin theta minus cos theta. Okay, so we can take this bracket as a common. Otherwise, we do not need to take LCM of this bracket because it's already same. So we need to take LCM of this two term, sin theta and cos theta only. Okay. So if we want to take LCM of cos theta and sin theta, then this sin theta is multiplied with sin square theta, cross multiply. So already sin square theta is present here, and if we multiply it sin square theta with one more sin theta, so it becomes sin cube theta, because sin square theta multiply sin theta is equals to sin cube theta. Same thing here. If we multiply this cos theta with cos square theta, it becomes cos cube theta. Right? Here minus sign is present. That's why we put minus sign here. Sin cube theta minus cos cube theta. Now in denominator, LCM. Sin theta into cos theta, and this bracket is common. So sin theta minus cos theta. Okay. Because LCM of cos theta into sin theta, it's a sin theta into cos theta, and this bracket is common. Okay. Then use the formula of a cube minus b cube. What is the formula of a cube minus b cube? In first bracket a minus b, and in second bracket a square plus b square, and plus AB. Different sign as per the B. If B is minus, then our AB is plus. Okay, so use this formula in numerator, a cube minus b cube, because numerator is of the form of a cube minus b cube, sine cube theta minus cos cube theta. So our a is equals to sine theta, b is equals to cos theta. Okay, so now apply this formula, a minus b, or a is sine theta and b is equals to cos theta. So first of all, a minus b, so sine theta minus cos theta. Then a square, first term square, sine square theta, b square, second term square, cos square theta, plus ab, so plus a and b. A and b is sine theta and cos theta, so a multiply b, sine theta into cos theta. Okay, so we apply here a cube minus b cube formula. Then denominator as it is. Okay, now in numerator and denominator, this bracket are same, sine theta minus cos theta, sine theta minus cos theta. So it is cut. So what is remaining? Now in this sine square theta plus cos square theta, we know our first identity. It's a sine square theta plus cos square theta is equals to 1. So in place of sine square theta plus cos square theta, I written here 1. Then plus sine theta into cos theta as it is. Okay, now denominator, what is remaining? It's a sine theta into cos theta, because this bracket already cut. Okay, so finally what we have, it's a sine square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1 plus sine theta into cos theta, and denominator sine theta into cos theta. Now give separate denominator to both this term in numerator. In numerator two terms are there, give the separate denominator. So here 1 upon sine theta into cos theta plus this second term sine theta into cos theta upon sine theta into cos theta. We give separate denominator to both this term. So 1 also get denominator as a sine theta into cos theta, and our second term sine theta into cos theta also get the denominator as sine theta into cos theta. Directly we cannot cut sine theta and cos theta from here, because here plus 1 is joined with sine theta into cos theta. That's why here two brackets are separated, means already factorized. Multiplication process are there in between these two brackets. That's why we can cut this bracket. But here with this term sine theta into cos theta, plus 1 is joined. Okay, so we cannot directly cut it, but we need to give separate denominator. Now after that, from here we can cut this sine theta and cos theta, because right now it is in the multiplication process. Okay, so here sine theta cos theta cut, nothing is remaining. Then 1, and this terms is as it is, 1 upon sine theta into cos theta. Okay, so 1 upon sine theta into cos theta plus 1. We can also write 1 plus 1 upon sine theta into cos theta, because the addition process is commutative. So a plus b is equal to b plus a. Now here in numerator 1 is there. We can also write like this, 1 multiply 1, it's also 1. Now this one as it is. Then 1 upon sine theta, we can write cosec theta, and 1 upon cos theta, we can write sec theta. So 1 plus sec theta into cosec theta. Again 1 as it is, 1 upon sine theta, it's a cosec theta, and we can write multiply 1, so 1 upon cos theta, it is sec theta. So this is our right hand side. Okay, hence proved. Again quickly, first of all we need to convert our LHS into sin theta and cos theta. So in place of tan theta, sin theta upon cos theta, in place of cos theta upon sin theta. Then transfer numerators denominator in denominator and denominators denominator in numerator. So finally we get this. Then just equivalent this two term, that means sin theta minus cos theta. So convert cos theta minus sin theta into sin theta minus cos theta. For that we need to take minus sign as a common. So here plus minus minus. So we can write like this, sin theta minus cos theta, and Here sin theta into sin theta, sin square theta, cos theta as it is. Cos theta into cos theta, cos square theta, and sin theta as it is. Then now these two brackets are same, so we can take this bracket as a common, right? Then we need to transfer this sin theta into sin square theta with sin square theta, so it becomes sin cube theta. Here cos theta with cos square theta, it's become cos cube theta. In denominator LCM sin theta into cos theta and this common bracket. Okay. Now in numerator apply the formula of a cube minus b cube. So it's a minus b, and in second bracket a square plus b square plus ab. So that thing we apply here. Then sin theta minus cos theta is cut. Here sin square theta plus cos square theta 1. Second term as it is upon sin theta into cos theta. Then give the separate denominator. So 1 and sin theta into cos theta both get denominator as a sin theta into cos theta. Then this term is cancel out. So plus 1 and 1 upon sin theta upon 1 upon sin theta into cos theta, we can write like this: 1 upon sin theta is equal to cosec theta, 1 upon cos theta is equal to sec theta, and plus 1 as it is. Okay. Question number 4. 1 plus sec a upon sec a is equal to sin square a upon 1 minus cos a. So here we are going with left hand side to right hand side. So this is our left hand side, 1 plus sec a upon sec a. Now sec a is equal to 1 upon cos a, because cos is inverse of sec and sec is inverse of cos. So in place of sec a, I can write like this: 1 upon cos a, and same thing in denominator, sec a is equal to 1 upon cos a, because in right hand side we want sin and cos a, that's why we convert into cos a. Okay, then take LCM in numerator. So this cos a is multiplied with 1, so it's a cos a plus 1 as it is, because it's already have cos a in denominator. Then in denominator LCM, that means cos a. Now denominator 1 upon cos a is as it is, right? Now numerator as it is, numerator's denominator, it is goes in denominator, then 1 upon cos a. So 1 it is in denominator, right? And cos a, it's a denominator's denominator, it goes to the numerator, right? Otherwise we can also think like this, means if we do not want to divide, then we need to take inverse and put here multiplication sign. So 1 upon cos a, inverse of 1 upon cos a, it's a cos a. Third thing, it is numerator and denominator both have same denominator, cos a. So we can directly cut cos a and cos a. So what we get, it's a cos a plus 1, right? So directly we can also write this 1 plus cos a. Otherwise write this step and again cos a cancel, you get 1 plus cos a. Now in right hand side, in denominator 1 minus cos a is present, but here you get 1 plus cos a. So you want 1 minus cos a, so multiply this answer with 1 minus cos a and divided by 1 minus cos a. So by this way you can get 1 minus cos a in denominator, right? So this answer means 1 plus cos a, multiply 1 minus cos a and divide 1 minus cos a. If we multiply and divide 1 minus cos a, then this two term are cancelled. That means this is our original question, but right now we just want to change the form of our answer. Okay, that's why we multiply 1 minus cos a and 1 minus cos a. Multiply and divide. Now in numerator, two brackets we have, 1 minus cos a, 1 plus cos a. 1 minus cos a and 1 plus cos a. It is the form of a plus b, a minus b. Answer is a square minus b square. So first term square, it's a 1, 1 square 1, then negative sign as per the formula, and second term cos a square, cos square a. Denominator as it is, 1 minus cos a. Now 1 minus cos square a, it's a sin square a, because sin square a plus cos square is equal to 1, and from that we can get sin square a is equal to 1 minus cos square a, right? So in place of 1 minus cos square a, we can write sin square a, denominator again as it is, 1 minus cos a. This is our right hand side. Okay, if you do not get idea after this step, That means we need to multiply with 1 minus cos A and divided by 1 minus cos A. Then just stop your left hand side up to this step, means 1 plus cos A. So answer of your LHS is equals to 1 plus cos A. After that, start to solve right hand side. After this step, you can also do this, means right hand side is equals to sine square A upon 1 minus cos A. Then you can put the formula of sine square A. Sine square A is equals to 1 minus cos square A. Denominator as it is. Okay. Then 1 minus cos square A, it is the form of x square minus y square. Right? This thing we already learned in theory part 2. 1 minus cos square A. We can write like this, 1 minus cos A, 1 plus cos A. Because it is a form of x square minus y square. So our identity is x plus y and x minus y. One time plus, one time minus. Denominator as it is. Now these two brackets are same. 1 minus cos A, 1 minus cos A. So our answer is 1 plus cos A. So we get same answer in left hand side and right hand side. So from this we can say that LHS is equals to RHS, hence proved. We can also solve this question by this method. Means solve the left hand side and right hand side and get the same answer in left hand side and right hand side. Okay.